Whereas the medical and the allopathic or the psychiatric industry, they want you to be unhappy. They want you to be sick because guess what? Pharmaceuticals, one of the biggest side effects of pharmaceuticals is it alters your brain mechanism. So the second thing that we would do is we would take everybody through a cleansing process. And we always start with the gut. So start by cleansing and healing the gut. We would do the oxy powder with all the probiotics and everything, but just really clean yourself out really good. That was the first step. The second step is we would start with cleansing the liver and the gallbladder, because traditional Chinese medicine, the liver holds all the emotions. So the approach that we take is more of an elimination approach, a simplicity approach to happiness and good joy and self-confidence and all the good positive emotions. Whereas the medical and the allopathic or the psychiatric industry, they want you to be unhappy. They want you to be sick because guess what? Pharmaceuticals, one of the biggest side effects of pharmaceuticals is it alters your brain mechanism. It makes you unhappy. It makes you unmotivated. It makes you angry. It makes you suicidal. A lot of them make you suicidal. So what we want to do is we want to come back to our core. We want to come back to our core power, our self-healing mechanism within. Our body has the ability to heal all these emotions. Our body has the ability to become happy. It's just your environment that's causing you to be unhappy. That's what it boils down to. It's about balance too. One of the things I've learned about balance, and this happens, you really get a shift after the first, second, or third liver cleanse. I like to say 3 liver cleanses because that's when we've noticed the biggest emotional shift is after the 3rd liver cleanse. And then all the harmful organisms, cleaning all the harmful organisms out of your body. Now, the harmful organisms are going to be anything from bacteria, viruses, worms, all that stuff that can be secreting all these toxic chemicals into your system all the time, which are altering, again, your brain. And it's going to be hard for you to have, a really good mood. And then the chemicals and heavy metals. That's always the last thing. So that's what we would do. We would clean everybody out. And what that did is when you're clean, when you're detoxified, every single person is a little bit happier because just the cleanliness alone, the lightness that you're feeling, you're proud of yourself because you just accomplished something. Not only that, but your physical body is now clean. Your brain is cleansed more. And your brain is very important because that's where your pineal gland is, and that's your highest vibrational organ. And that's how you communicate with God. That's where the crystal is. It's in your third eye. It's your third eye right there. And that when that becomes decalcified and that becomes clean, then when your body becomes clean, you become more self-confident. We used to say health equals self-confidence, which equals success in anything that you do. Because we would ask people, when's the last time you looked in the mirror and you said, oh my gosh, this is the best day ever. I don't have any, I love myself. I look amazing. I'm super self-confident. And they would say, well, that was, 20 years ago. Don't you want that feeling again? Like, how long has it been for you, if you're watching, where you can look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am awesome. I'm going to help so many people today. I'm going to keep a smile on my face. It's going to be an incredible day. And I'm just going to make it happen. I'm going to make somebody else happy today, but I'm going to make sure that I'm happy today. So how do you, talking about that is balance. Another thing we noticed was people's lives were way lopsided and out of balance. I joke around all the time that, really what most of the stuff we do is psychology work. It's because the emotions are so intertwined with health conditions that sometimes, I almost feel like a psychiatrist when I'm, counseling somebody, because it's so important to get to the root cause of all these issues. And the thing that's in, going back to the balance, talking about the mornings, waking up happy, is that most people, I mean, I pretty much say everybody that came to see us, their life was extremely lopsided. And that means you want to have a balance between your personal life, your spiritual life, your relationship life, and your business life. Okay. And it's okay to be out of balance for certain amounts of time, but not longer than about 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, there might be a week where you have to grind at work for 20 something hours a day. But if you're grinding at work for 20 hours a day for over 6 months, for over 3 months, guess what's going to suffer? Your family life's going to suffer. Your health's going to suffer because that you're not taking care of your personal life. Your spiritual life's going to suffer because you're not spending time in meditation, and you're not spending time, connecting with the higher source. And so then you're going to be unhappy. Then you're going to be burned out. Then you're not going to be sleeping properly. So all of those things need to be balanced out. So we would talk to people and say, how much time are you spending with yourself? How much time are you spending with your wife? How much time are you spending with your kids? By the way, that was probably one of the biggest regrets from people, is not spending enough time with their kids. I mean, they really that really affected people. So if you have kids, spend a lot of time with them. I mean, life goes on. I mean, we're on a journey. It's the DVD that we're on. We're just temporarily on this planet. So why burn yourself out? Why, you know, our job here on this planet is to grow spiritually. That's basically why we're here.